YouTube. What is good, everyone? It's your boy, Freestyle Steve, coming back with it again. Just chilling out. Just thought I'd do a quick video before I bounce. Just want to give you guys a glimpse into my next project. Well, if you notice what my camera is facing here, that is an FC Twin. I'm not sure if all you guys are familiar, or most of my subscribers anyway are familiar with one of these machines. But basically, FC is abbreviated for, I believe, Famicom. That is what I'm thinking is a Japanese name, the proper Japanese name for Nintendo. So I think when they released, the NES, Nintendo Entertainment System, and when it came here, I'm not sure if that's what they called it in Europe as well. But us in America, we know it as, the Nintendo NES as Nintendo, Super Nintendo as SNES or Super Nintendo. Well, I believe in Japan, could be Europe. If I'm wrong, I'm totally sorry. Don't hold it against me. It's not like I research this stuff, but let's just say out of America, and more probably East, maybe Europe. I'm gonna say maybe Europe, Japan, that area over there. I'm not sure about like South American stuff, but anyway, let's just I'll get to the point. They would, instead of a Nintendo, they would call it a Famicom, and I'm gonna stick it with Japan because I think that's where it actually, is more familiar, the term. Most people as Americans growing up, we probably don't know it as the Famicom. We know it as the Nintendo, or the NES or Nintendo Entertainment System. But anyway, FC is just basically short for Famicom, and if you see this one, it is called a FC Twin. So what happened is your boy Freestyle Steve, one day, he wanted to play his FC Twin. I know emulation. There's emulation out there, and if you want, you can emulate all these a lot of these cartridge-based consoles with computers and the NVIDIA Shield and whatnot, Android set-top boxes. But I am actually a collector, I guess you could say, not anymore, but I was a collector, and I've still got my whole collection. I mean, I've got a pretty nice collection. I'd probably say hitting maybe almost 600 games spread across multiple consoles. That includes Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis, PlayStation, Nintendo 64, just pretty much everything up to the GameCube. Everything up to the Wii. After the Wii, I didn't really get any other console till maybe about 2, 3, maybe even 4 years later. I picked up an Xbox 360, and I never really played it much. I got Xbox Live 1 year just to download, what is it, the games for gold live or something. So I took advantage of that and tried to download every game they had each month, because I felt that was the way to, I guess you could say, get the most value for your Xbox Live subscription. But that was it. I had Xbox Live for 1 year and just downloaded a bunch of games, and I haven't even really touched my Xbox 360 for about 2, 3 years, so haven't messed with that. But anyway, like I said, I am I guess you could say a past collector. I've got numerous. I've got a good collection. I've got games that are worth money, rare games, and I keep even forgetting. I'm missing. I got Sega Saturn games. I got a Saturn, Dreamcast. Quite a bit. I'd say if I had to count all my games, there could be about 600. I've never actually sat there and counted them, but I know there's a couple hundred at least. I know I gotta have it at least more than 300 to 400 there. I mean, I probably have that just in my room. That's not counting all the other games in the garage and are boxed up or anywhere else or whatnot. But anyway, so basically what your boy Freestyle Steve did is he wanted to play Super Mario World 2 Yoshi's Island. Wanted to win it. you know, I've never beat that one, and actually, I never even played it when I was little. It kind of just went right past me. I didn't even know there was a Super Mario World 2, you know, until way later, until I was, you know, after I was done playing my Super Nintendo, and then once we started getting into PlayStation and PlayStation 1 and Nintendo 64, I didn't realize there was Super Mario, you know, Super Mario World 2 until way later. And, you know, of course, me being the game gamiac instead of maniac, let's say gamiac. There we go. That's what's good. And, you know, me being the gamiac that I am, I had to pick it up. And, you know, I played it a few times. I think I got up to like World 2, Level 2. And you know, I had 100% on each level because, you know, doing some research on the internet, I guess if you can beat Super Mario World 2, I guess we call it Yoshi's Island. It doesn't matter. Super Mario World 2. If you can beat every world and every level with 100, I think it unlocks like I don't know if it's a whole secret world or secret levels or something of the sort, you know. So I wanted to do that, and I got up to like World 2, like I said, World 2, Level 2, and then I just, you know, I quit for about a good year and a half. I just got busy doing other things, didn't have time to play. Well, anyway, about a few weeks ago, I wanted to play, and for your boy Freestyle Steve wasn't paying attention to the adapter I was using. You know, it was just total, you know, mistake there. As with the FC Twin, I mean, now, you know, you can find an adapter with the same polarity and all that whatnot, but, you know, the FC Twin does give you an adapter that if you see it right there, it says power supply for use with FC Twin only. Well, I didn't use that adapter. There was an adapter somewhere around that area that I thought was it, and, you know, I plugged it in, and I should have known. I should have just off the back thought, this is weird, but, you know, my FC Twin, it wasn't powering on, so I thought, that's funny, you know. So, okay, I didn't really pay attention. I just unplugged it, plugged it in, you know, left it in for a little bit, unplugged it, you know, left it out for a little bit, put it back in, and you know, me, I'm over here messing with these power, you know, like this, if you can see, it's hard to see there, that little switch, it changes your cartridge, you know, which game you want to play. So the first part here, this bigger slot is for Super Nintendo. Oh wait, I'm not sure. Let me see. I think so. Okay. So yeah, Super Nintendo games, and the smaller slot is for Nintendo games. So anyway, what happened, like I said, I was using the wrong adapter, not paying attention, and, you know, I'm over here moving my power switch up, trying to get some power, and then next thing you know, I just hear a boom, like a, you know, kind of like almost, you know, something like a little, I don't know if you want to say something, like something that blew, you know, like blowing out, or like, I wouldn't say an explosion because there wasn't any fire, but, you know, like a little, like a pop, like something blew, you know, like in there, and I thought, oh man, you know, something happened. So I went ahead and, you know, took it apart. I don't want to take it apart for you now, but if you guys could see, you know, I left the back off and whatnot. Took the back pieces off, and what happened when I opened the FC Twin, you know, I was looking at it. One of the I don't know what you would call this, you know, the one of the parts was blowing, and you know, what I found, you know, kind of different with it was you know, like I said, it could have been, and it was from me using the wrong adapter, which probably didn't have the right, you know, AC, DC voltage. What would they call it? Polarity, different polarities. I don't know what the exact term is, but I blew it. You know, I literally blew it. So, you know, I was just like, oh no, you know, and then I just thought, well, looking at the adapter, I thought that's what it had to be. I could have sworn that they gave me a specific adapter for this FC Twin. You know, come to find out, I was looking around and I found it. So then I thought, okay, well, you know, I blew it. Let's see, you know, what's going to happen. So when I plugged the original adapter in, the 8-bit port seemed to work. So, you know, when I'd switch up to the 8-bit port, you know, the light would go on, and I put in some Nintendo games and they were fine. Well, the The 16-bit port, no power. You know, the light doesn't light up. There's nothing. So, you know, I thought, okay, well, it's got to be something with the 16-bit port. So, you know, I took this thing apart and I was just looking everywhere, and this was the culprit right here. I don't know if you guys can see it. See right there. That's where it blew. It's got a hole in it. Right there. So that is the culprit right there. And I'm not exactly sure what that part is. You know, I would imagine it has something to do with the 16-bit, I guess you could say, with the 16-bit section in the FC Twin getting power. That's I just, you know, from look, I've had to do a little bit of research on the internet. I mean, I haven't did any of this for a while. I even had to research on actually, you know, I haven't did no soldering or whatnot. So I had to unsolder this from, I don't know if you would call that the circuit board, PC board. You know, I'm not sure what the term is. So I had to, you know, I had to take it off, and I like I said, I haven't did any of that for quite a bit. So I did have to look up some refresher tutorials or whatnot. But I did get it out, you know, I got it out right there. But yeah, basically, you know, if it's hard to see on here, but there's a hole there. If you guys can see it, that's right there. That is, you know, the culprit. So I took it out, and I'm thinking, you know, what I had to get a part number. I called. We have a Wintronics here where I live. It's, you know, only about a mile away. I went over there. It was like the day after this happened, and you know, they didn't have the part in stock. So the guy was like, "Yeah, we have to order the part. We'll call you when it comes in." So, you know, I went ahead, and what I'm thinking, you know, he knew right away what it is, but I just figured it was a power transistor, voltage regulator. There's my part number. So that is basically sorry guys. So that is basically that's my next project. I'm hoping to, you know, he said a week and a half, and it actually has been a week and a half. So I'm thinking any day soon here, hopefully, you know, he'll give me a call and say, "Yeah, Steve, you know, we got this part in. If you want to come down and pick it up, you know, come on by." It was only $2. I didn't think it was going to be that expensive. So, you know, I just wanted to give you guys a quick video, just an excuse to do a video. I want to start doing more, you know, videos, like more. I have a couple unboxings I might do, and maybe just more game videos, you know, keep my content kind of varied. I mean, if you guys, you know, that have been subscribed with me, you see my content is, you know, pretty heavily music. Of course, you know, I'm a producer. I make beats, and I got vocalists that I'm, you know, down with now, and just trying to branch out like that, and just I keep that part of my YouTube channel going. But, you know, I definitely want to, I guess you could say, maybe, you know, do videos of other interests and just other things as well, you know, of other stuff that I'm into and that I do and whatnot. And, you know, I might start coming with some face-to-face videos. YouTube seems to have gotten stricter with the monetization. You know, it's not like I'm making any money anyway off YouTube, but I mean, my last my Shield experience upgrade video, you know, where I just basically, you know, I got demonetized for that, and I don't know how, you know. I mean, there's no, you know, I guess the content to me is what's, you know, it's not vulgar, or it's about an upgrade. But, you know, I did say the A word one time, so maybe YouTube has an automatic tracking system, but that's all I said. I said, you know, "Yeah, guys, what's up? You know, it's your boy Freestyle Steve. I'm, you know, just coming back with them dope," and then, you know, ASS beats, you know, and whatnot. So I'm wondering if YouTube ain't, you know, tracking when people use profanity now. But I used it one time. I didn't, you know, use any other profanity or anything else in that video. It said it's unsuitable for advertisers. So YouTube's getting kind of weird lately on that. But like I said, it's not like I'm making anything anyway, you know. So, and not that I really care. I just do these videos, you know, hoping that I can get them out there to help somebody, and, you know, get some questions answered if need be. And you know, I like to interact with people too. If I'm wrong on something, you know, I like to, you know, be corrected and whatnot. But this is basically, you know, was just another video just to kind of touch base, say what's up, you know, to my subscribers. I'm gonna drop a royalty-free beat here soon. I know my last one was a quick like EDM kind of Alexandra Stan, Martin Garrix kind of thing, but I think my next one is probably going to be a hip hop beat, you know, kind of anthemic. I don't know what style, but I'll kind of crank the heat up on it. So, you know, I'll definitely do that within the next, I don't know how soon, but we'll get you, you know, before I get 600 subs, we'll definitely get you guys another royalty free beat. It seems like, you know, every, I guess you could say 100th mark that I meet, you know, within that mark, after or before I drop royalty free beats, you know, as you guys check out my channel, you can go ahead and see those there. But yeah, it's your boy Freestyle Steve, just giving you guys a glimpse of what my next little fixer upper, I don't know if you want to call it a fixer upper, but you know what my next little project, game related you know, fixing project will be. I definitely want to start playing, you know, some of my, like I said, I got tons of games, and I mean, Super Nintendo alone, I'm gonna say I have about 100 Super Nintendo games. I mean, I got everything, guys. I got, you know, even the games that are classic. I got, you know, Mario RPG, Demon's Crest. I can't even think of. I got that. I got Earthbound. I actually think I got like 2 copies of Earthbound. Chrono Trigger. You know, I've got all the classics. And yeah, I've played them once or twice, but you know, it's always good just to go back and play those again. And I mean, you know, like I said, there is emulation, but something with just playing, you know, the cartridge, it just, I don't know. Maybe it's the nostalgic vibe of playing the cartridge. And I've got 2 Super Nintendos too. I've got one of those, I guess, I don't know if they were called the Super Nintendo Mini, but you know, one of the old ones that were like the size down Nintendos. And then I got a regular Super Nintendo too. So, you know, I necessarily don't need to use the FC Twin, but I do, you know, just like it for what it is. And I definitely want to get this fixed, you know, I just don't want to leave it in, well, we'll leave the 16-bit part of it in a non-working state. And I'd like to, you know, go ahead and get this part. And once again, I'll probably have to do look up some tutorials on, you know, soldering and whatnot. But I don't even know if I'm going to do it. You know, I took it off, and I have a friend that likes to mess around with stuff like this, and he's definitely, you know, more handy with me. I'm sorry, he's definitely more handy than me with the soldering gun. So, you know, I might just say, hey, dude, you know, get this piece and have him do it real. It won't take him longer than, you know, a minute or two. Maybe buy him a beer and call it a day. But yeah, that's that. I'm gonna clock out, guys. You know, got a few things ahead of me today. Got to go get some lunch and then get on my grind. But just wanted to do a quick video giving you guys a glimpse of, you know, what my next, I guess you could say my next project. I don't know if you want to call this a project, but basically my next game fix, literally a console fix. I guess what my next console fix is going to be, and that's going to be fixing my FC Twin by replacing this little voltage regulator thing. And like I said, I don't know if I'm going to do that myself. I mean, I did take the part off. I mean, I could do it probably, you know, just as quick as my friend, but he does have more experience than me. So, you know, he probably don't need to watch any videos. He'll just come here and do his thing. As for me, you know, I got to make sure I'm doing everything right. But, all right. It's your boy Freestyle Steve. I'm clocking out YouTube, and you guys have a good one. Peace.